Back in the castle, Rain is upset about his father giving the black blade to someone of unknown lineage. Rain's father found the sword in the deepest part of the Dungeon of the Lost. It was an incredibly dangerous quest that yielded the strange sword. The blade is made of an unknown material that is harder than any other. No matter what they tried, nothing could even make a scratch on the sword. Because of this, it came to be known as the Unbreakable Blade. The blade was already pretty beaten up when it was found, so it made everyone question what kind of powerful force could have made it look the way it does. The sword has unthinkable value, so Rain can't understand how the king just gave it away like he did. Rain changes his way of thinking and realizes a sense of unrest is hanging over their country. In all likelihood, Rain determines that his father must be counting on Noor for some reason. Noor is the one who defeated a Minotaur all alone and saved Lin's life, so it is possible that he might be a secret weapon for whatever is coming in the future. Elsewhere, we find Noor with Lin. Noor wonders if it is okay for Lin to be just out like this, but Lin points out that she is an adventurer first. Lin refers to him as her instructor, but Noor wishes she wouldn't. Noor's attempts to clear things up have failed, and Lin just keeps following him everywhere. Noor plans to get some job from the guild. That way Lin will eventually see what kind of person he really is. At the guildmaster wonders why Noor is with the princess, but Lin tells him to call her by her name because she is an adventurer right now. Guildmaster realizes that he shouldn't stick his nose into others' business, and Noor explains that they are looking for a job which requires 2 people. Lin is a silver B rank, so if the 2 of them form a party, then they can take a goblin hunting job just outside the city. Noor is shocked by this, because goblins are the monsters that adventurers use to put their skills to the test. Noor can't believe that he will be able to take a job outside the city, but Noor feels bad for taking advantage of Lin's adventurer rank. This would be especially bad, because Noor only has tried to get rid of her this entire time. Noor wonders if she would really be okay with it, so Lin excitedly says that she would be honored to form a party with him. Noor feels a bit of shame, but he gets over it because one of his dreams is about to come true. Noor eagerly goes to start the job, but he quickly returns because Guildmaster hasn't told him anything about it yet. Guildmaster warns that while it is a low-rank job, that doesn't mean it won't be dangerous. It will take place in the Forest of Beasts, and they have to bring back the ear of a goblin as proof of a successful hunt. They won't get compensated without the ear, so it is very important. It has been reported that the goblin numbers have been dwindling, so there is a chance that they won't find any goblins. If that happens, Guildmaster tells them to just pick some herbs and bring them back. The 2 leave the city and excitedly tell each other to do their best. As they walk through the forest, Noor asks Lin to tell him about goblins. Lin explains that they hunt small animals as prey and eat the fruits of trees. However, they have been aggressively attacking humans for sustenance recently. If they continue to grow in number, then it will lead to a food shortage for them, and they will likely begin invading human villages. That is why adventurers have been trying to control their numbers. On the other hand, the forest relies on the goblins too, so it is also not good to hunt them completely. Lin clearly has a lot of knowledge, so this just makes Noor realize even more that he has nothing to teach her. Lin keeps checking to see if there are any goblins near them, but they haven't found anything. Normally they would have encountered at least one, so Lin determines that the rumors about their low numbers are true. Just then Lin senses a monster nearby. They go to check, but the forest just keeps getting darker and darker. The tall trees block the sunlight, but the goblins prefer living in places like this. Lin surprisingly stops and reveals that the monster's presence just disappeared. Noor assumes that the monster has just passed away from old age, but they are shocked when they find that the goblin was destroyed. Lin quickly uses reveal magic, and it exposes a giant monster that was eating the other goblin. Noor is shocked to hear that the giant is a goblin as well, because goblins are supposed to be the weakest monster. The giant clearly looks like a goblin, and it even treats some nearby trees like weapons. Noor is so clueless that he assumes that this is what goblins really look like in person, versus what he has heard about them. Not only that, Noor figures that other adventurers can handle them like nothing. Lin is clearly terrified, and Noor doesn't blame her, because Lin doesn't have any combat experience. Noor assures her that they will be fine, and declares that they are only fighting against the goblin. Noor is actually terrified, but Noor knows that he can't think about that if he wants to win. Lin knows that this goblin is the Goblin Emperor, and it is considered an extreme threat. The Goblin Emperor is a monster, created from genetic manipulation by man, and the research behind it is now banned. What makes it really terrifying is that it eats its own kind to absorb that power and grow stronger. Lin thinks about how Nor said they're only fighting a goblin, and she is amazed by his confidence. Lin is just as clueless as Nor, as she now thinks that Nor came to this area on purpose. Lin thinks that the reason Nor was so excited about this job was because Nor wanted to eliminate the threat that no one knew about. Lin gained some confidence because of this, so the two of them prepare to fight. The giant goblin tries to strike first, but Nor masterfully uses his parry skill to repel him. The goblin is incredibly powerful, so it manages to push Nor back. Nor can tell that it's trying to corner him, but Nor refuses to let it. Nor knocks the goblin off balance and tells Lin to follow up with some magic. Lin does, but the goblin proves to be too fast to hit. Just then Nor rescues Lin, as the goblin starts launching trees at them, and Nor keeps using parry to deflect them. Lin knows that she has to do something before things get worse, but Lin is shocked when she notices that the goblin's wound is gone. Not even the Goblin Emperor should be able to recover this quickly, so Lin determines that it must have something to do with the mana crystal on the goblin's forehead. Lin tells Nor that if he can knock it off the goblin, then they might have a chance to win. Their plan is interrupted when the goblin launches a cluster of trees at Nor. Nor is stunned to see how many there are, and Nor realizes that this goblin is watching him to see how many he can parry. Nor fears that he won't be able to parry them all, but luckily Lin deflects them away with magic. The goblin heals again, so Lin is more sure than ever that it is replenishing its power with the mana stone. The two quickly realize that at this rate, they are just going to run out of stamina and magic while they try to keep up. Just then Nor comes up with an idea and tells Lin to use her wind blast attack on his back. Lin refuses to attack Nor because her wind blast is powerful enough to demolish castle walls. Nor won't be able to survive no matter how strong he is, but Nor explains that she won't be attacking him directly. Nor plans to have her hit the sword while it is on his back, because the only chance they have at beating the goblin is to go faster than him. Time is running out as the monster prepares to attack again, so Lin agrees to do it. Lin's wind blast is insanely powerful as it launches Nor across the battlefield, and he nearly passes out. Nor composes himself and enhances his body. This combination allows Nor to break through the goblin's defenses and knock the crystal out of its forehead. The Goblin Emperor loses his mind, and Lin says that she recovered the stone. Nor tells her to finish off the goblin, but also asks her to make sure that it doesn't feel much pain. Lin seemingly doesn't listen to that last part, as she sets Goblin Emperor on fire and it screams in agony. Once the fire is over, Nor apologizes to the goblin and decides that he won't be slaying goblins anymore for a while. Nor realizes that he shouldn't be putting himself in dangerous situations, so he will move on to the next challenge, only after he has trained more and gotten stronger. A while later Rain is informed of the Goblin Emperor that was spotted. The Emperors are several times stronger than the Goblin Kings, so Rain can't even imagine how strong it was, since it also had a powerful mana crystal on its forehead. Rain fears that the stone came from the demon heart, and he wonders who could have been behind it. Then Rain is shocked to hear that Nor and Lin were able to defeat it, while only suffering minor injuries. Several strange incidents like this one have started occurring, so the guild has opened an investigation to find out what's going on. Back at the guildmaster is shocked that the little kid from years ago has turned into a goblin-slaying beast. Nor is very humble about it, as he gives a lot of credit to Lin, but Nor also decides that he should celebrate his first day of hunting. It might not seem like much to others, but his first day is a big deal to him. Hearing about the mana stone on the goblin makes Guildmaster wonder if what they fought was really a goblin. Nor is pretty sure that it was, and Lin just goes along with whatever her instructor says. Then Guildmaster asks for the goblin's ear so he can pay Nor for the job. Nor looks at Lin with a grim face, as they now have to explain that they don't have the ear, because they burnt the giant goblin to the ground. At the castle, Rain realizes from some documents that an enemy has encroached deep into his country. Rain urgently orders for troops to go to certain areas, and he even summons all 6 sovereigns. Rain is upset at himself for not figuring out this sooner, and he curses the Magic Empire for going this far. They want the dungeon's resources, and they clearly don't care about taking innocent lives. Rain is furious because the Magic Empire is coming to demolish the country. Back with our boy, we learn that the Guildmaster did Nor a favor. Nor didn't bring back the goblin ear, but the Guildmaster still compensated Nor in celebration of his first hunt. Nor and Lin finish up their celebration feast, and she decides to head home for the day. Lin wonders if that is okay with her teacher, so Nor says it's fine and thanks Lin for her help. Just then Rain appears and apologizes for having an urgent request. Rain asks Noor to take Lin to the mountains the next morning, and even offers to give them transportation. Rain can't give any details, but Noor can tell that this is serious, so he agrees to help. The next morning Noor thinks about how the real reason he agreed to go on this journey was so that he could finally see what it's like to be on a carriage. Noor has never traveled away from the capital, so the traveling is more precious to him than the money he is being paid to take Lin. Noor is also really excited, because soon he will even be able to travel to different countries. Noor can tell that Lin is uneasy, so he tells her to enjoy the scenery with him. Then Noor thinks about how his dream is to become a normal adventurer and journey on his own. Lin apologizes for Noor having to take her, but Noor just says that he owes her for helping him with the goblin hunt. A moment earlier Rain instructed them to head towards the mountains and wait for a while. If nothing strange happens, then they will proceed to a place called Mitra. Lin hopes that nothing will happen, so Ines tells her not to worry because she is there. However, we learn that Ines has secret orders from Rain. Rain warned that the royal capital would fall into a crisis very soon. If she receives a report that the capital has been destroyed, then she will have to take Noor and Lin to Mitra. Ines refused to leave the capital during an emergency, but Rain reminded her that her main duty is to protect Lin. Ines apologizes to Noor for getting caught up in the situation, but he still just thinks of it as a simple trip. Noor can tell that Ines is worried about something, so she explains that protecting him is another one of her responsibilities. Ines tells Noor not to worry about anything, but Noor isn't worried at all. Noor intends to protect himself if anything happens, and he is confident that he can run away if needed. Then Noor is shocked to hear that Ines has a shield, even though it doesn't look like it. Ines reveals that it is a shield of light, and she instructs Noor to hide behind it if anything happens. The shield is incredibly strong since neither weapon nor magic can get through it. Then Noor thinks about the guy he fought at the castle, but he can't remember his name and just calls him Armadillo. According to what Lin told him, Gilbert is so talented that he was able to bring down a dragon on his own. Ines is just as strong as that guy, so Noor assumes that they are on a whole another level compared to him. Noor compliments her, so Ines tells Noor about her past. Ines was taken into an orphanage when she was young, and this was when she first realized that there was a mysterious power within her. Ines didn't know what was going on, and one little girl hurt herself. By touching Ines's mysterious power, Ines showed her powers to the sovereigns, and it became clear that it was a gift from the heavens. It was a historically rare one, as it could become a blade to cut anyone down, or a shield that could protect against anything. Depending on how Ines used it, it could easily allow her to annihilate even an entire country. Ines was taken in by one of the heroes named Dandalk, and she learned from all 6 sovereigns how to use her power. Ines could never get over the fear of hurting someone again with her power, so she distanced herself from everyone. That wouldn't last forever, and the reason why had something to do with why she was shocked to hear Noor's name. One day Dandalk was training Ines, and he was informed that another group of monsters were approaching. The situation was getting pretty bad, and under his breath Dandalk wished that Noor was still around. Ines heard him, but Dandalk just told her to forget what he said. This Noor person was someone that Ines's adopted father recognized, and she was envious of this mysterious person. Ines' envy has only grown since meeting Noor. Ines refuses to let her emotions cloud her judgment, so she once again vows to protect Lin with her life. Just then everyone notices a strange path in the field, and Lin uses her uncovered spell to reveal a monster. Back at the royal capital, the king acknowledges that the attack has begun, and he is informed that they don't have enough soldiers to fight all the monsters that have appeared. Rain takes charge and comes up with a plan to combat the monsters and evacuate the citizens. The king curses Darius for making a move on his threat, and he fears that this is just the beginning. Then Rain informs the king that the 6 sovereigns have been dispatched all across the capital. Nearby we see a group being attacked by giant goblins, and Dandalk arrives to help them. Then we get a glimpse of the other heroes arriving on the battlefield. The situation is getting more dangerous by the minute, but Rain finds comfort in knowing that at least Lin is safe. Back with Lin we see that there was a kid with the dragon, and he was determined to eliminate someone. When Lin shattered the dragon's barrier, the dragon shoved the kid away. Ines recognizes the black dragon, so she wonders why a ferocious monster would be out there. Ines tries to stop Noor as he springs into action, but it is too late as he confronts the dragon. Noor fights off the monster, but Ines points out that the kid Noor is protecting was already with the monster before they arrived. A moment ago Rain told Lin about demon folks. They are demi-humans who have the special ability to establish a mental bond with monsters at will. According to Rain, they are closer to monsters than humans. These demi-humans manipulated powerful monsters, and they nearly destroyed the city of Mitra, so they were hunted by humans. They were thought to be extinct, but it seems like their descendants are somehow still alive. Rain warned Lin to run if she never saw one, because they surely have a serious hate for humans. Ines assured that this kid is manipulating the dragon and was probably planning to bring the vicious monster to the royal capital. Ines explains that the kid seemed to lose control of the dragon when the barrier broke, and Ines is shocked that Noor rushed in to help without thinking twice. Ines is angry, as she thinks Noor is being foolish, and Ines wonders who Noor thinks he is. Lin thinks they should help him, but Ines surprisingly refuses to help Noor. Noor continues to fight, but he calls the dragon a frog and thinks about how it is not nearly as strong as the goblin he fought. Noor plans to hold on until the girls arrive for backup, but the monster prepares a dragon breath. The kid will get hurt if he dodges, so Noor attacks the monster instead. Something terrible happens as the black liquid starts coming out of Noor's body, and Ines explains that this is the true horror of the dragon. Noor can instantly tell that he has been afflicted by poison, and now he can't move his body. This dragon eliminates everything comes into contact with, which is why it is called the Black Death Dragon. Lin tries to help Noor when the dragon goes to attack again, but Ines stops her because even a bigger poisonous breath is coming. Lin demands that Ines let her go, but Ines declares that her duty is to protect Lin at all costs. If she can hold back the dragon's attack somehow, then at the very least Lin will be able to escape. Then Ines declares that Lin's survival is the only chance they will have to revive the kingdom. Lin still tries to argue with her, so Ines explains that even just one breath of the poisonous gas is fatal, and even the hero's healing wouldn't be able to save Noor. The dragon unleashes its poison, so Ines protects Lin with her shield and promises to keep her alive. Lin's purification isn't working, and birds begin to fall from the sky. Ines apologizes to Noor because she originally wanted to protect anyone in danger, but her duty to the kingdom must come first. Just then girls are startled when a dragon claw falls in front of them. They can't understand what's going on, and they are shocked when they see that Noor is still fighting the dragon. Noor is in really bad shape, and Ines wonders if this determination is why Dandald wishes that Noor was still around. Now Ines realizes that Noor isn't foolish at all. Noor is actually the exact kind of person she always looked up to and chased after, doing whatever it takes to protect someone and being a true shield. Unfortunately, it seems like Noor is at his limit, and this is proven to be true when the next attack from the dragon sends Noor crashing to the ground. Surprisingly, Noor is relieved for some reason, and Noor says that he will be able to make this work out after all. So now what will happen to Noor? Subscribe to our channel to find out what will happen next. So friends, if you liked our recap video, then please like and share this video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.